If you're in the freight forwarding world, you know the feeling, right? It's this constant juggling act, a complex web of operations that can easily feel more like chaos than control. Well, we're about to dive into how you can transform all that chaos into a seriously streamlined and way more profitable system.
So here's the game plan. First, we'll really dig into the core challenges that every forwarder is up against. Then, we'll uncover the hidden costs that come from having disconnected systems, and trust me, they're there. After that, we'll look at the integrated solution and see how one simple concept, a single job number, can give you total visibility. And we'll wrap it all up by talking about why having the right partner makes all the difference.
All right, let's get right into it. The day-to-day life of a freight forwarder isn't a straight line. It's a maze. A really complex, high-stakes maze of global coordination.
I mean, just think about the journey of one single shipment. It's not one or two steps. It's this six-part symphony of movement, checks, and paperwork, from the second it leaves the shipper to the moment it arrives. And every single one of these stages is a critical handoff, full of its own rules and, plenty of opportunities for things to go wrong.
And behind every one of those steps, there's a mountain of paperwork. Bills of lading, invoices, packing lists. It's just this constant stream of vital information. Now, the really interesting part is seeing how different companies try to manage all this, because that's where the cracks usually start to appear.
And this brings us right to the heart of the problem. When all your different tools and spreadsheets don't talk to each other, you're left with a fragmented system. And that fragmentation has some very real and often very hidden costs.
This quote from a freight forwarding leader just hits the nail on the head. They were using a great tool, Zoho CRM, which got them about 80% of the way there. But it was that last 20%, that specialized industry-specific gap, that was causing all the headaches, the inefficiency, and the lost profit.
So you basically have two different worlds. On one side, you've got what's probably way too familiar. Quotes buried in emails, zero real-time visibility, and trying to figure out profitability in some monster Excel sheet. But the goal is the other side. A single source of truth where everything is connected, automated, and right there at your fingertips.
And if you think this is just about being a little disorganized, check this out. Over half, 53% of your total shipping costs can come from just that final last mile of delivery. So when your internal processes are a mess, you're not just wasting time, you are literally burning cash in the most expensive part of the whole journey.
Okay, so how do we fix this? The answer isn't to just pile on more software. It's about orchestrating your entire workflow on one single powerful platform that can act like the central conductor for your whole business.
The solution starts with a solid foundation that many companies are already using, Zoho CRM. But the real magic, the part that solves that critical 20% problem we talked about, comes from using a tool like Zoho Creator to build custom applications that fit your business perfectly.
And let's be clear, this is not a DIY project. You absolutely need a partner who doesn't just know the software inside and out, but who really understands how to build tailored solutions that are designed specifically for the freight forwarding industry.
So how does this actually all come together in practice? Well, the entire transformation really hinges on one deceptively simple but incredibly powerful concept that finally brings some order to all that chaos.
It's called the job number. And this isn't just another reference code. Think of it as the master key, the golden thread that ties every single document, every cost, every operational step, and every piece of communication for a shipment together. It becomes the true heart of your operation.
And here's what that looks like in the real world. A quote gets approved, and boom, it's instantly converted into a job with a unique number. From that second on, everything from the bill of lading to vendor bills to the final customer invoice is linked back to that one identifier. It creates this amazing, seamless flow from sales to ops to finance.
So what does this actually mean for you? Well, for starters, you can finally ditch those crazy spreadsheets. Because every single cost and every bit of revenue is tied to that job number, you get instant, accurate profitability reports for every single shipment right in your system. You know exactly where you're making money.
And it goes way beyond just profit. This unified hub can handle the whole shebang. Complex quote approvals, a central library for all your documents, even a dedicated portal so your clients can track their own shipments in real time. It's about total operational control.
Now, building a system this powerful requires way more than just good software. It really demands a transformation partner who gets the tiny details of logistics and knows exactly how to translate all of that into a seamless digital workflow.
A partner like TECHNO SET brings that perfect combination of deep Zoho expertise and real-world industry experience.
They've been in the trenches, building these kinds of custom solutions for logistics and manufacturing, so they make sure the final system isn't just technically good, but that it actually works for your business.
So the ultimate result here is a massive shift for your business. You get to go from fragmented data and constant manual work to a single automated platform, one that gives you complete control, drives real efficiency, and sets you up for future growth.
You know, the real question isn't about getting another piece of software. It's about building a more resilient, a more competitive, and a more profitable business. So, are you ready to stop managing the chaos and start orchestrating your operations?
If you need to build any solution on Zoho Creator, feel free to contact us.